Good afternoon. Welcome to the news. My name is Catherine Melo. Let's begin with the international news. General election 2019 votes. Earlier, MPs voted by 315 to 295 to reject a Labour amendment for the proposed polling date to be moved to 9 December, 3 days earlier than Minister wanted. The vote effectively clears the way for Parliament to be dissolved on 6 November. Opposition to election day. However, Downing Street warned that it was not logistically possible, while government sources accused the opposition of a deliberate attempt to scupper the whole election. If it will now go to the House of the Lords. But after being provided by MPs, it is unlikely that it will be held up by the annexed upper chamber. The one-page bill sets aside the provision of the Fixed Term Parliament Act, meaning the government did not require a two-thirds supermajority to get it through. Only 20 MPs voted against the third and final reading of the bill. Supporters of the People Vote campaign had argued that there should be a second referendum before any general elections in order to get a specific answer on Brexit. Let's continue with home news. Indigenous governor, 4 wards massacred in southwest Colombia. An indigenous governor and 4 indigenous wards were killed in a massacre in southwest Colombia on Tuesday. According to local authorities, 5 more people would be injured. According to local indigenous authority CRIC, the car of which Governor Cristina Bautista and 4 wards were traveling was attacked in the municipality of Corinto, Cauca. The massacre of the latest in what indigenous leaders have been calling a genocide of native Colombian peoples. In a press release, the local community said that Bautista and the wards were patrolling their territory when they were stopped by a car with members of the dissident FARC group, Dagoberto Ramos, and killed. An ambulance and other people who came to rescue were allegedly also taken under fire. Dozens of native Colombian leaders and indigenous have been murdered so far this year, particularly in the northern Cauca region where indigenous authorities are resisting efforts of drugs traffic and illegal miners to take control of ancestral lands. Now let's go to sport news. Maro Itoje's mix of green and brown has England started on cups of Rugby World Cup glory. Itoje was a star pupil at Harrow and the 6'16" star who spent his downtime watching Downton Abbey has started en routine to the Rugby World Cup rugby. When Maro Itoje runs out on the pitch at Japan's Yokohama Stadium on Saturday, The hope of a nation will be resting on his massive shoulders. England 6 feet 6 in 80 stone looked forward had a game of his life against the New Zealand All Blacks in the World Cup semi-final last week. A superhero who lists poetry among his talent will be out to inspire his teammates again as they battle South Africa for the Webb Ellis Cup. Victory might finally convince Maro's proud Nigerian parents that rugby is the right career of their son, who went to Harrow School on a sports scholarship. So thank you very much. This is for today and see you next week. Bye.